Hello everyone, welcome to the Mercury Virtual. Hope you are doing good. Today I am going to continue with the same module, that is the research skill, and the same chapter, that is the chapter number 7, that is from the classroom. In the last class we have also discussed, or we have also talked about this chapter only, that is about the classroom or from the classroom. And today I am going to continue with the same chapter, but with the new example of the one of the lady that is available with more years of experience. So that is a lady that have a more years of experience that is used. So we have talked about this one. So let's start with the previous class session, what we have covered in the last class, then move to today's session. That is a research skill, that is a today's session, that is our serious sample that is being used. So this is the sample number 1 that we have discussed, that is the stage number 3, that is the information process. So let's start the session again. So this is a stage, that is a 3 that we have covered in the last class, that is the information processing. That is how we can process the information according to the example. This is a day 9 activity. In this the student translate the information from the picture to the verbal or the written form. So whatever they are concluding, whatever they are doing, they are concluding the items from their written form, from their sources that is available in the source. So that is the stage number 3, that is the information processing. That is one of the tool that is used for the information gathering, that is used for the information processing, right? So this is a day number 5, that is translating the main information or the information from the pictures to the verbal or the written form. Then day number 10, that is the student notes were written as a short report divided into sections on the appearance, habitat and the food, and the grade 1 students were given sentence pattern to follow. So whatever the sentence pattern they are following the day number 10 activity that is used. And grade 2 students developed their own sentence structure from the note, that is the day number 2. Then day 11, that is the teacher and the parents read 3 baby animals books to the small groups, and the students also recorded the information on the number, size and the special number of the young of the chosen animal. So whatever the chosen animal they are choosing, they are getting the chosen animal, they are getting the animal group to the number, size and the special name to the young of the chosen animal. Then day number 2 is with the teacher guidance, student brainstorms, use their notes and search the books for the 5 records or the 5 words to describe an animal. That is the day number 12, that is used with the various record, that is used with the notes, that is used with the search books for the 5 words to describe an animal. That is the day number 12 activity. That is the 3 days or 4 days activities carried out within the stage number 3, that is the information processing. Then the stage number 4 is the information sharing, that is carried out within the concept, that is carried out within the follower rules. Benjamin, are you able to hear me? Hello. Yeah, Benjamin, are you able to hear me? Actually, the chat system is not available. That is not available. That is not presented over here. So, and any doubts, any clarification do you ask from for the assignments? Any doubts, any suggestions from the assignment part? All right. So, shall we begin the session or shall we continue the session? Okay, all right. So that is the stage number 4. Next stage is the stage number 4, that is the information sharing. So all the works including the notes, poem and the birth announcement was made into the booklet. That is any work that is available, every work, that is we can say the all the works including the notes, including the poem, including the birth announcement was made into the booklet, was we can say captured into the booklet, that was read to one of the teachers. That means everything is available within the booklet, that is a one form, that is a booklet form that was read to one of the teachers. and booklets are then displayed. So booklets were then displayed to the assignment that is given as an assignment in the measure. So that is the stage number 4, that is the information processing, in which the students share their work first with the teacher, then with the teacher librarian, and with the small group of fellow students. That means information will be shared among the various students, among the various followers, among the various teachers. Then stage number 5, that is the evaluation. That is how we are evaluating the things by raising the student's self-esteem and focus on the positive result. That is, the more focus is available on the raising the self-esteem and focus on the positive result that is carried out. That is stage number 5, that is the evaluation. And evaluation is an ongoing procedure that occurs at each stage to ensure students received adequate reinforcement and the guidance. That is, they are receiving or they are providing the adequate reinforcement and the guidance. That is the stage number 5, that is the evaluation. Then this is the next topic, or the topic we can say that this is the next example. A ma'am, or that is available, that is known as a Judy Mans, Judy Mans, who has 14 years of teaching experience. She is the teacher librarian in the at the Moscow school, that is that is available at Red Deer, and teaches the English subject. Now, what she does or what she do to make the classroom activity very good. So he or she carried out various activity that is going on. So stage number 1 is the planning, that takes about 1 week. So planning takes about 1 week. This activity was cooperatively planned by the teacher, librarian, and the teacher. So this was planned by the teacher, librarian, and the teacher, that is available. The teacher and the teacher librarian team taught throughout the unit. So they are taught throughout the unit, and students were introduced to fairy tales through a discussion of the prior knowledge and the new information on the historical background for the folk literature. So that means they are doing the planning, or the teacher, librarian, or the student will do the planning. That is what they are supposed to do within the language arts, within the English subject, right? And the teacher and the teacher librarian each read a pre-selected fairy tale and discuss the elements with the group of the students. That they are going to select several folk tales, that drafts a rough idea bibliography and creates the booklet that provides a synopsis of the each tale and the common element that is found in the fairy tale. So whatever the element, whatever the material they are providing the common element. That is stage number 1, that is they are doing the planning. So this is how we can say the topic, that is a fairy and the folk tales. Subject is English, that is a language arts. Then grade is a 5. Number of students are 27. Then the time that is given, that is approximately 6 to 8 weeks. Then what is the main objectives? The student will become familiar with the variety of fairy tales. So students become familiar with the variety of fairy tales. Then students will able to identify the common elements, then compare the different versions, then with the traditional tales, that is the main objective of the student, then with the new variations, with the new ideas, with the original tales. That is the main objective of these stages. Then the next level is the introductory level. That means the level that is available is the introductory level, that is at the beginning level, that is the introductory level. Then what are the various research stages? Research stages is all the emphasis on the information processing. That is, it is available at each and every stage, and it more focus on the information processing. That means research is available at all the stages, but the more focus is on the information processing. So that is our next stage, that takes around 2 weeks. That is the information. Sorry, no. This is not our information processing. That is the third phase. So this is the information retrieval. That is the stage number 2. That takes around 2 weeks. In this, the teacher librarian set aside the school's fairy tale books, film tapes, and the video tapes, and borrowed additional resources from school. So the teacher librarian take out the fairy tale books, film tapes, and the video tapes, and borrowed the additional resources from other schools. The public library was also used by the students. Students were encouraged to find out and read the fairy folk tales. At times they work in the groups and took turns reading, while at the other times they read individually and sometimes share their thought on the tale. That means they are gathering the information, from the other schools, from the video strips, film strip, borrowed the additional resources from other schools. Whatever they are doing the information retrieval. And at times they work in the groups and took turns reading, while used at the other time individually and share the information. And students also received the bonus points for reading the or outside reading. So they are providing the outside reading that is used, and students were also evaluated on their rough list of resources at this point. That is, they are also evaluated list of resources what they are getting, what they have, and what they are going to plan. That is the information retrieval. So there are various stages that is divided, or there are various part that is divided from one activity, that is from the classroom activity. So teacher must be prepared with these stages. The first is the planning, then next is the information retrieval, then next is the information processing. In the information processing, students were guided through the various activities, that is how to process the information. Example, rewriting the tale with a different ending, writing the tale in a modern setting, using the fairy tales that they have chosen. So they have chosen the fairy tale, for example, so they are processing the information, they are doing the processing that is used for the fairy tale that they have chosen. That is the stage number 3. And working in a group or 3 to 4, students identify the common elements in the several folk tales. So they are getting in the, or they are going into the groups, they are gathering the information, they are gathering the common elements in the several folk tales. And students then begin work on a booklet containing a synopsis of each tale and the author, title, illustrator, and a country of the origin. So they are doing the information processing, and with the teacher librarian guidance, students studied 8 versions of Kindlera and identify and compare the basic elements of folktale. That they are doing the processing, they are doing the Kindlera and identifying the and compare the basic elements of the folktale. So these are the 3 stages that is covered, and one of the crucial stage, that is the most important stage, is the information processing. Then the next stage that is available after the third stage, that is the stage number 4, that is the information sharing. So once a week on a celebration day, students share the information through the class discussion. So once in a week, only one time in a week, any day that is used, students share that week experience through the class discussion, and students were evaluated for participation and group work at this stage. That means they are sharing the information, that is the information sharing. And students were evaluated for participation and the group work at this stage. The next stage number 5, that is the evaluation. That is the stage number 5. The students provided the feedback on the unit to the teachers and made the written assignments or suggestions for improvement for the next year class. So that is the stage number 5, that is the evaluation. So students provided the feedback on the unit to the teachers. So students provided the feedback to the teachers and made the written suggestions for the improvement for the next year class. That means they evaluate the student and provide the suggestion what they are going to do, or what they are doing in the evaluation criteria, what they are doing for the teacher, that make the suggestions for the improvement to the next year class. That is stage number 5. So this is one of the activity, this is one of the sample that is given, that is used for the from the classroom. Then the next sample that is given, that is the division number 2, that is next sample 3, that is from the classroom of one of the person that is available, that is the Irene Washing, that has 13 years of experience, 6 years experience as coordinator, and so on. This is it is her qualification, her experience, and she teaches social studies 5 by 6, French 456, language art, physical education at one of the school, that is Our Lady of Victory Elementary School, that is a Catholic school. Now, because the school has no teacher librarian, resource room students were combined with the regular grade 6 with the people. So this is one of the scenario, that there is no teacher librarian or there is no resource room available. So the persons or people or students are combined with the regular group 6 special children, so that a team teaching situation was established. Now there are multiple stages that is followed. So first of all, what is the main topic? That is create your own country. Subject is a social studies. Grade is 7. Students are 28. Time is 2.5 or 1/2 week. Objective is to have a student assimilate all the knowledge from the government unit in the creation of their country. That is the main objective. And what is the level? That is the introductory and the advanced, but the more focus is on the advanced level. then research stages at the all the stages. Right, so the stage number 1 is the planning, that is for the 3 days, and students used in the expressway series and the library to gain the research skills needed to do the project. And they also studied the democratic procedure during the unit, that is the different levels of government. So they are doing the democratic procedure that is used on the unit on the topic, that is different levels of the government. That is the stage number 1, that is the planning. So stage number 1 planning, that is that takes around 3 days, and in this the students use the expressways series and the library to gain the research skill that is needed to do the project. And they also studied about the democratic procedure that is used during the unit, that is the different levels of the government. The students met in a pre-arranged group to discuss the formation of their country. That means this is the planning phase. That is, students met in the pre-arranged group. So they are planning or they arrange the group in a pre-planned manner. So there will be a group that is available, that is a pre-arranged group, to discuss the formation of their countries. And each group was given a set of questions which focus on the typical problems a country faces. That is, every group have a set of the questions. So there are various questions that is setting out that is available, which focused on the typical problems a country faces. The problems include, so what are the various problems? That include the natural disaster, racial and economic problems, political unrest, and the cultural concerns. And before beginning the next stage, the teacher gave up each group feedback on their plan for creating their country. That means for creating a country, student plan out something. So there will be a pre-planned group that is available. So student plan out for these activities. That is the stage number 1, planning. Then the stage number 2 is information retrieval. That is how we can retrieve the information. That is the information retrieval. That is also the activity over the 3 days. Group Groups uses library resources, and that includes encyclopedia, atlas, and the book. So there will be a book that is available known as the atlas for the social science to gather the information on their country's problem. So groups, that is a different group that contains various students that they use the library resources, they use the atlas books, they use the encyclopedia, they use the anything that is used for gathering the information on the country's problem. And teachers also checked a rough bibliography from each group at the end of each library period. That is, at the end of the period, the teacher maintain a bibliography, what they have covered, what they learned from, or what they are getting the information from this atlas, encyclopedia, or the books. That is the information retrieval. So first planning is over, then information retrieval. Then third part is the information processing. So after the information retrieval, the next stage is the information processing. That is how to process the information. The student made point from notes from text. Sorry, makes a point from notes. That is, they are making the notes in a points form from the text, graphs, charts, and the diagrams. And the students then made inferences and assumptions. That the student made the inferences. That is how they are maintaining the inference, assumptions, and use the creativity to create their own country profile. They create their own country profile. That is information processing, and that was checked by the teacher. That profile was checked by the teacher for demography, geography, resource, climate, problems, and responses to the questions. So they are getting the planning, they are getting the information processing for these problems. Then next is information sharing. That is how they share the information. That is using the students produce maps. So whatever the student produce the maps, flags, logo, charts, and anything that is used, that is shared among the various persons, among the various group, among the various students. And the class reacted to the group methods of governing its country and solving the country's problem. And teacher also evaluated the presentation on both the oral and the written work. So teacher also evaluate whether the information is correct or not. That is information sharing. Then stage number 5 is evaluation. The students also provided the input to the teachers on the most successful and the least successful aspect of the assignment. Student provided the input to the teacher. They provide the input to the teachers on the most successful and the least successful aspect of the assignment. So they check the assignment whether that assignment is correct, or they are focusing on the most successful and the least successful aspect of the assignment. And specific areas of the concern, such as the time allotted, resource available, method of evaluation, and suggestions, they are getting the improvement of the assignment that was discussed. That is the stage number 5, that is the evaluation. This is the one of the pictures that show they are evaluating the thing, they are getting the information from this one. Now next sample, that is from the sample or classroom of the James Null, that is a science teacher. Now this is a category of the science teacher. So that is a science teacher, and the Danny Antonio teacher librarian at the Dan Note Junior High Education in the Antonia. James and Danny both have a 20 years of teaching experience, and Danny works with the teaching staff to develop an integrated theory. So they work with the integrated theory, they work with the people that have integrated theory to develop an integrated library program. So from the classroom of James Null, a science teacher that have a different category. So now the stage number 1 is the planning. That is the stage number 1, that is for the 2 days. The topic is culmination of the history of the Earth unit and preparation for a trip to Chianium Museum. This is a topic that is available, and subject is science, grade is 8, number of students is 32. Then the time that is allotted is the 10 class period. So 10 class periods are allotted, whether they are of the 30 minutes, 45 minutes, it depends on the school to school. Then what is the main objective? To motivate students to use the creativity and integrity to present the material to their peers. So to motivate the student to use their creativity, that means the students become creative and in creativity to present the material to their peers. Then what is the level? That is advanced level. What are the research stages? It is available at all the stages, but the main focus, main emphasis on the information sharing. So let's start with the various stages. The stage number 1 is the planning, that is for the 2 days. The unit, the history of the earth, and was taught in a class, but the students were told a library project that will be considering, or that will be the concluding activity. That is stage number 1, that is the planning. The unit history was taught in the class, but with the student that were told a library project, that is the concluding activity. And students selected their own topic from any section of the unit. That means they selected their own topic or their own sections from the sections of the unit, and were given the complete freedom to choose how. How means that is alone, group, and method to present the material. And they were assured that all the techniques were valuable, and that they would not lose the marks for being created. That is, they assured that all the techniques that is available or that is used are variable. That is, whatever they plan out, whatever technique they plan out, they plan out that will be good techniques, and they would not lose the marks for being creative. And at the end of this stage, so after ending of this stage, that is the planning stage, the student informed the teachers of their plan and product. They are informed about the planned product and provided a very general evaluation criteria outline. That means they are also plan out the evaluation criteria, that is very simple evaluation criteria, so that everyone will inform about the criteria, so that whatever they are doing, they are getting the material from them. And the next stage, that is the stage number 2, that is the information retrieval. That is also for the 2 days. So student collected the information from a variety of resources, including the card catalog. So information can be retrieved by the student from various resources, from variety of sources, that includes the card catalog, reference books, and other non-fiction books. So they are categorizing, they are including the card catalog, they are including the reference books and the other fiction books, audiovisual material, and the pamphlet file, and a magazine index. Then teacher and the teacher librarian were available for consultation. So they are also provided the consultation, and the teacher librarian marked a working bibliography. So they marked a working bibliography, that is also a part of the stage number 2, that is the information retrieval. Then next stage, that is the stage number 3, is the information processing. That is the stage number 3. So students were encouraged to consult the teacher for the feedback, and the teacher librarian conduct the in-services. That the in-services course is also available on the video camera who requested for it. So next stage, that is the stage number 4, that is the information sharing. most students present their project to the whole class. So that is most of the student that is available, they are presenting their project to the whole class, and some of the project included videotapes, one with the character dress in the caveman costume, a puppet show describing the eras of the earth history, numerous posters, written reports, and the poems. So whatever they are doing the activity, they are including the projects. That includes the videotapes, that include the puppet show, that describes the eras of the earth history, numerous posters and written reports, and the poem. The end product was evaluated according to the criteria outlined developed by the student. So the end product was also evaluating according to the criteria that is developed by the or that is used by the students. That is the information sharing. That is stage number 4. Last stage, that is the stage number 5, that is the evaluation. So after completing the information sharing, the last stage that is available, that is the evaluation. In the students will evaluate, that is what they are doing. They wrote the responses to the class presentation, and the student uses or use these responses to reflect on their experience. So whatever their experience, they are reflecting that experience to the individual, to their peers, to their growth. So student provided the teacher and the teacher librarian with their own assessment criteria that is based on the evaluation criteria outline. This is one of the major activity, that is evaluation, that is how they evaluate the things. I think this is the last sample that is available. No, there are 3 samples. So that is this we have done, or the sample. No, this is not done. We have done with this one, right? Just a minute. Hello. So next stage, that is sample number 5, that is next example that is available, that is Ed Somerville, who has 15 years of teaching experience and is currently working as a teacher librarian and a social science 30 teacher, or we can say 30 years of experience at a Lindsay Thurber Comprehensive High School in the Red Deer. Now the same activities will be followed, same 5 stages will be followed. The topic is population and the resource distribution in the third world or world countries. So whatever the third world that is available, so what is the population, what are the various resource distribution, that is how the population will be distributed, how the resource will be distributed in the third world countries. And now subject is the social studies 20, grade is 11, number of student is 30 per class, time duration is 3 to 4 class period, that is 80 minutes per period. Then objective, what is the main objective? The main objective will be the students will develop a strategy that allows them to identify and define a problem of population. That means students will develop a strategy, that is how they are following the strategy that allows them to identify and define a problem of population. That is what is the main population that is carried out. So they are going to do the strategy that is going to identify and define a problem of population and inadequate resource distribution in a third world country. That is how to define and how to define a problem of the population, and they will be able to suggest possible solution to the problems identified. So whatever the problem, whatever the suggested solution that is available, whatever the possible solution that is available, that are identified with the problems. Now this is available at all the stages. And what is the resource stage? That is all focus on the or emphasis on the information sharing. Now there are again the 5 stages that I'm going to discuss not right now, because now let's take a break, then moves to the assignment part. Today I'm going to we can say that I'm going to guide on the assignment, or analyze the assignment, or share the assignment, that is how to you what a new assignment that is available, that is the website design. So let's take a break right now, then after the break let's move to the assignment part, and if the time permits, the time left, then move again to this research skill topics. But till now, this is wind up. Let's take a break, then move to the assignment part. That is a new assignment. That is a unit number 14. That is a website design. So let's take a break right now. So come back from the break. Now let's start the session again. So let's start with the assignment, that is of the website design. So this is the website design assignment that is given. So this is the website design assignment that is used for this one. So let's start with the assignment details or discussion of the assignment. So this is a unit 14 assignment. That is a unit 14 is website design that we have finished. In this we have studied about the HTML. That is the last module I think we have finished. That is HTML. So let's discuss the assignment of that part. That is assignment number unit number 14 assignment. That is a website design assignments, right? So let's start with this one. This is known as the BTEC. That is a BTEC course. This is the assignment front sheet that is available. Then there is a qualification that is used. So there is the Pearson BTEC HND Diploma in Computing and System Development that is used. So that is a Pearson BTEC HND Diploma. So one of the this is the qualification that is available. That is a Pearson BTEC HND Diploma in Computing and the System Development. So that is a course, that is a qualification that is available. That is HND Diploma that is used in the Computing and the System Development. That is a Pearson BTEC HND Diploma. And this is a unit number and the title. That is a unit number 14. That is a website design, right? So this is the front sheet, that is the main sheet, that is the front sheet that is used, that is available with this one. Then in this you have to write your name, that is a student name. So when you submit the assignment, please listen carefully. When you submit that assignment, you have to submit this your assignment with the front sheet, along with the front sheet, that is assignment front sheet, that is your name, that is the student's name. This is my name, that is Himanshu Arora. Then this is the date that is issued, that is the today's date, that is the 11 December 2015, and the submit date is 24 December 2015. This is the completion date, and you have to submit the assignment as per your choice, either before or on the date, that the 24 December. So it's up to you, but write that assignment, or but write that we can say the date on this one, that is submitted on this one. So for example, you submitted your assignment on the 20th of December, you write 20th December and the day, right? Then this is the assignment title. That is the title that is given. That is a website design. That is the main title. So to understand the concepts, to understand the pages, to understand the usage and the practical issues relating to the website design. That is the assignment title. What is the title? To understand the concepts, usage and the practical issues that is related to the website design. So in this assignment, you are going to understand the concepts about the website designing, concepts about their usage, and concepts about the practical issues. So understand the concepts, usage, and the practical issues related to the website design. Right, this is the title, and these are the various learning outcome. Each module has I think 4 to 5 learning assignment that is available. It takes either 4, either 3, either 5. These are the LOs, that is LO1, LO2, LO3, LO4. These are the learning outcomes that is available. This is the assessment criteria. That means on the basis of which, that is the criteria that is used, that is assessment criteria, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then in this assignment you will have the opportunity to provide the evidence that shows you are able to. So whatever you are able to do, so that shows that you are able to do the concept, that you are able to do the concept that is used. Then task number, that is either 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there is evidence, that is the page number that is given. So this is the learning outcome 1, that is understand the website design and the concept. That is the understand the website designing part and website the concept that is used, and there is assessment criteria that is used as a 1.1. So there is a 1.1, that is assessment criteria of the LO1. Now in this assignment you have the opportunity to present the evidence that shows you are able to discuss the design concept that you have to consider while when designing a website. These are the various assessment criteria, assignment criteria that is available. So discuss the design concept that you have to be considered when designing a website. Then next learning outcome that is available, that is LO2, that is be able to design the interactive website. That is LO number 2, that is a learning outcome 2. So be able to design the interactive website. That is you are able to design the interactive website that is available. Then that contains two outcomes or two assessment criteria, that is either 2.1 and the 2.2. That means 2.1 includes design an interactive website to meet the given requirement. That is design an interactive website to meet the given requirement. Then evaluate the website design with other users. That is evaluate what is a website design with the other users also. That is LO number 2 assessment criteria. So there are two outcomes. One is draw an interactive website to design the requirement, to meet the requirement. Then evaluate the website design and the other users. Then LO number 3, that is be able to implement the interactive website. So LO2 is designing, LO3 is implementing. So first of all we have to design the interactive websites, then we have to implement the interactive website, that is be able to implement the interactive website. And then there is only one outcome, learning outcome, that is 3.1, that shows implement a fully functional interactive website using the design specification. That is implement a fully functional interactive website, that is a fully working website, that is a fully functioning website, that is an interactive website using a design specification. That is LO number 3. In the same way, there is LO number 4, that is be able to test the interactive website. That is how to test the interactive website, what are the various tools, what are the various criteria that is used to test the interactive websites. That includes 5 parts, that is 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4 and the 4.5. So there are 5 parts, there are 5 assessment criteria that is used, that is LO number 4. So 4.1 is critically review and test the website. That is how to use the website and what are the various reviews to test the website. Then analyze actual result or test result against the expected result to identify the discrepancies. So if there is any discrepancies, you can identify them, you can analyze the actual result that is used against the expected result to identify the discrepancies. That is the 4.1 or 4.2. Then the 4.3 is evaluate the independent feedback and makes recommendation for the improvement. That is implement or evaluate the independent feedback and make the recommendation, that is what are the various recommendations after providing the feedback for the improvement. Right, that is the 4.3. Then 4.4 is create on-screen help to assist the user. That is creating the on-screen help that is used to help the assisted or help to assist the users. That is the online help is also available, that is the on-screen help that is used to assist the users. Then 4.5 is create the documentation for the support and maintenance of the user. That is create the documentation, that is the documentation, that is create the, we can say the line or the, we can say the multiple line, that is the documentation for the support and maintenance of the website. That is the 4.5. That is the next is the learning declaration. So I certify that the work submitted for this assignment is my own. That is your learner, your declaration. In this you have to sign, in this you have to put the date. That is as per my knowledge and resources are fully acknowledged. That is student signature, that is a student date, date of the day. Right. So in addition to the, so this is the one page, you have to submit that front page along with your assignment. Remember, listen carefully. You have to submit your assignment front page with the, with your assignment, that is the front page. Right. Now, the next page is in addition to pass the criteria, this assignment will give you opportunity to submit in the terms of the merit or the distinction. That is whether you are passed, whether you are covering with the distinction, whether you are covering with the merit, whether you are covering with the pass. So this is the grade description, that is the indicative characteristic, that is the contextualization. So one is the M1. So there are three grades that is available. That is the M1. Identify and apply the strategy to use that is used to find out the appropriate solutions. Right. Then what is the characteristic? That is effective judgment have been made for this one. And then select design and apply the appropriate method. That is, what are the various appropriate method for this one? So select design and measure the appropriate methods, techniques. Then it is saying that the technical documentation has been carried out, so there will be a technical documentations that is very appropriate, and appropriate tools are also used for this one. Then this is the containerization, that is, if you want to achieve the M2, how you can do this. This is the target that is used to do. Then M3 is present and communicate the appropriate finding. That is how you can present, how you can communicate with the appropriate finding that is used in this one. So how you get to know the appropriate findings. So the communication is appropriate for the familiar as well as the unfamiliar audiences. So communication is very familiar, or communication is very appropriate for the familiar and unfamiliar resources that is used with this one. And that includes, to achieve the M3, you should achieve the target, that is, you must achieve the target. You must produce the documentation for the set assignments. For example, identification of the need, that is the nature of the interactivity, online transactions, that include the static versus dynamic. Then client needs and the user needs analysis, for example, image, level of security, development time scales, then maintenance contract, then cost, then appropriateness of the graphic that is used. Then these are the various M3s, or M1, M2, M3s. Next is the D1, D2, D3. One is the D1. So use the critical reflection to evaluate your work and justify the valid conclusions. That is, what are the valid conclusions, what are the critical reflection that is used to evaluate your own work and justify the valid conclusions. For this, you have to you have to use the critical techniques, so that the critical techniques have been justified and demonstrated. So to achieve the D1, you must take independently take the development, that is a markup language. For example, HTML, DHTML, XML, and the JavaScript. So you have to use these assignments or these languages for the concepts of the various languages, we can say. So sorry. So what are the various tools and technique that is used for this one? So navigation diagram, that is used to concept, or that is used to draw the hierarchy, that is available. Then D2, that takes the responsibility for managing and organizing the activity. That is the D2 activity, that is take the responsibility to manage and organize the concept activities. In this, you have to autonomy and independence and may take place. Then D3 is demonstrate the concept, that is you have to present the concept by using the online method, by using the offline methods. Then next is the assignment brief, that is the next page, that is the assignment brief page. In this, there is a unit number, that is 14, and there is a title, that is a website design. Again, the qualification, start date, deadline, that is a hand-in date. And then assessor name, that is a Himanshu Arora, that is my name. The same title, to understand the concepts, usage, and the practical issues that is related to the website design. That is a assignment title. Then purpose of the assignment, what is the main purpose? To enable the learners to understand the concept of website design and apply their own creativity in designing, learning, and developing the interactive websites. The learning will be able to apply their theoretical knowledge to the practical application by building, configuring, and testing a functional web pages which will meet a given specification. That means this is the main purpose of the assignment. That is how you can do the assignment, what is the main role of the assignment that you are doing. And most of the IT professional at this stage have to set up, customize, and maintain the web pages that is used in order to do the effectiveness that is used to make the effective appearance. That is, most IT professional at this stage use the customize. In order to do so effectively, they will need to understand how the database system works. And learners will begin knowledge by evaluating the existing websites in the context of the cross-platform range of browsers and the design features. And designing websites which are accessible to the all type of users is a fundamental aspect of any website design. That is the main purpose of this one. So in this we have to going to study, that is how to create the website, how to make the website, and how to create the fully fledged or the full-fledged websites. And this assignments also deals with the problem solving, which includes identification or specification of the problem, strategies for its solution, and then evaluation of the solution through reflective practice. So that is the practice will be given for this one. Next are the assignment, that is what are the various assignment. That is assignment number 1, that is a form. In this you have to create the form, that is a form. So create a form that will looks like the one. So create the form like that look like this one. In this you have to use the form tag, and there are input tags, there are radio buttons, check boxes that is available. So you have to write down, or you have to do the HTML coding for this form, that is a HTML form. So that is a form. So this says create a form that will looks like the one below. That is assignment number 1. That contains a visitor information. This is the name of the visitor information. Then next is the assignment number 2, that is a table. So create a table that looks like the one below. That is the tables. This is the table that is given. In this you have to use the table tag. For this you have to use the TH, that is the table heading. In this you have to use the TD, TR, and the the T, TR, and the TD and the TR. Two concepts are used for this one. TR close, TR open. So you have to write these. You have to develop, or you have to design this table. Then assignment number 3 is based on the frames. So now you have to create a frame set that like the one below, and you can use the following files to accomplish this task. One is the index.bmp, one is the alignment.html, one is the font.html. That means there are 3 frames that is available, and one frame contains the image, one frame contains the alignments, one frame contains the font. This is like this one. One row contains the image only. Another row is divided into 2 columns. One column contains the font alignment. Then second also contains the various types of alignment, right? You may feel free to substitute any content with your own, as long as the look and feel of the frames remains the same. That means you are providing any concept, you are providing any rule that is available, but the rule is very same, that is you have to list out, or you have to make out this activity in this manner only. Then assignment number 4, that is a list. So create a web page that looks like the one depicted below. And this you have to create the list. So this is a list. This list contains, the first is one that contains 2 parts, that is the and the hana. Then 2 that contains 2 parts, that is the do's and the dool. Then next is 3 that contains 2 parts, that is the trees and the sets. So there are 3 points. There are 2 points of this one, and this is a list that is done by the ordered list. So this is the ordered list because it is represented by the 1, 2, 3. So this is the ordered list. And this is the radio button list, that is the Chevy, Ford, and the Mazda. This is a list that is created by the unordered list. So one is the ordered list, that is a 1, 2, 3, 4. One is the unordered, that is the unnumbered list. And then you have to write this one, that is the fruit, that is the apples, orange, pears, and the plums. Then vegetable, in this you have to underline also. You have to use the U tag also, that is a fruit. Then vegetables, this is a corn on the cob, then cream, then carrot, then green beans. Then after this is one of the important activity that is carrying out. After performing, or after doing all the 4 assignments, you have also design, or you are supposed to also design the website that is given below with the appropriate HTML code. This is nothing but the Mercury Solutions website. You have to design this website by applying the various HTML codes. Like for this one you have to apply the image, you have to set the logo, this you have to set by the p tag. These are the various links that is used for this one. And there is no navigation in this one, but you have to apply, you have to give the static web page that looks like this one. All right, and these are the various learning outcome that is achieved by the various tasks. That is the task number 1, that is the LO1 1.1. Then task number 2, that is LO2 2.1 and the 2.2. Then LO3, that is task number 3, that is contained the 3.1. Then task number 4, that is a LO4 that contains 4.1 to the 4.5, that is a 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4 and the 4.5. Then this is the evidence list whether I have or you have done with the task, with the activities that is given in the assignment or not. That is the task number 1. So that shows the label, check boxes, radio buttons and the select menu. Then a table that shows the columns, records and the rows. Then a frame set, that is the task number 3. And then there are 3 web pages, that is the idx.bmp, then alignment.html and the font.html. So you have to use this one. Then task number 4, that a list that includes the ordered list, unordered list and the definition list. So there are 4 tasks that is available with this one, that is the task number 1, task number 2, task number 3 and the task number 4. And then there is achievement summary. Whatever you achieve, that is summary of the achievement. That is the qualification same, name same, it is same. In this you have to give the student name. This is the LO1. This is achievement summary that is prepared by me, that is a assessor. Whether it is achieved or not, yes, tick. This is achieved, yes, tick, tick. LO3 ticked, LO4 ticked. Then high grade achievement where applicable, tick, 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 tick. This is from the my side, whether you have achieved the M1, M2, M3, D1, D2, D3 and then D5. This is the feedback. If I am going to give you feedback, some feedback that is given by the feedback, that is a formative feedback, that is the assessor to the student. Then this is the action plan. If I am giving you feedback, whatever plan that you are taking, whatever improvement that you are taking, that is the action plan. Then there is a summative feedback, that is a feedback that is given to the student also. Then this is the feedback that is student to the assessor. If there is any feedback from your side, you are also giving this able to give the assignment feedback to the assessor. This is my signature, date, your signature, date, right? This is the website design assignment. So this is, you have to submit this assignment by 24th of December 2015. All right. So I think we have to finish this class over here only. So that's all for today's session, and if there is any doubts, any clarification, you can ask the doubts from me. And in the Monday's class, because tomorrow and the day after tomorrow is a weekend, and in the Monday's class I'm taking your next topic, that is sample number 5, that is sample activity, that is based on the 8 Somar village that have a 15 years of experience. All right. So thanks a lot everyone, and bye bye, and enjoy your weekend. And if there is any doubt, you can ask the doubts from me. Thanks a lot everyone. Bye bye.